Hi, my name is Laura and welcome to my YouTube channel, Level Up with Laura Helm. So today's class is going to be a nice and gentle flow. We're going to start on our backs. So bring the knees in towards the chest. Close the eyes. Start to feel into the breath. During the session today, we're going to be aiming to release all the stress that's in our mind, all the tension that's in our body, and have the intention to connect with this inner being of calm, stillness. So starting to implement the yogic breath now, the full yogic breath as we breathe in, fill the stomach, the sides, filling all the way up to the chest, the back of the chest, and when you exhale, emptying the chest, emptying all the way down to the stomach. And maybe with each exhale you can just imagine yourself letting go of any stress that's in the mind. As we take the seat of the witnesser to our thoughts, it's often that people have these busy minds that tell us this is important, that is important. Let's worry about this, let's worry about that. And today we're saying, no, we're not going to worry about anything for the next 40 minutes or so. We're just going to be present. So feeling into the body, relaxing the jaw, the face becoming soft, the shoulders releasing down onto the mat. With each exhale you just continue to just let go. So as you inhale now, bring the knees towards the armpits and then do a circle with the knees so the knees travel down towards the feet and then up towards the chest, out to the armpits, to the sides and down. So keeping the movement connected with the breath. As you inhale, you open the body. And as you exhale, you're closing. And then the next time the knees come towards the armpits, take the heels towards the sky. Grab hold of the calves, the shins, and pull the knees down towards the ground. If you can do this easily and the lower back stays on the ground, you can take the outer knife edges of the feet. Push the hands into the feet and push the feet into the hands. Breathing to wherever you're feeling this stretch. So we're really focusing now on the sensations in the body, on the feeling of the stretch in the body, of the feeling of the breath travelling around the body. then take hold of the ankles and bring the soles of the feet together. So now your elbows are pushing into the sides of the knees. Maybe you can bring the heels closer to the pubic bone, and maybe you can push the elbows onto the knees to open the hips more. And then closing the knees one more time, wrapping the arms around the knees and bringing the head up towards the kneecaps. Stay here for a moment as you completely round the spine. And then we're going to make our way up to seated, so you can either simply come to seated or we can rock 3 times up to seated. So 1, 2, and 3. Come into a seated position. Bring one foot in front of the pubic bone, the other foot in front. Find yourself a nice tall seat. Maybe you want to sit on a cushion here to elevate your hips higher than your knees. Feel that you've got a nice long torso. Placing the hands on the knees. Take a moment to close the eyes. Feeling to the body, feeling to the shoulders. Are the shoulders feeling tight or like they're holding on to lots of weight? How can you use the breath to release some of that heaviness? As you take an inhale, sweep the hands to the sky and look towards the fingertips. As you exhale, let the left hand come to the ground and the right hand go overhead. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, you can bend into the left elbow and take the stretch further. Inhale, sweep both hands to the sky. And exhale, the right hand comes down, the left hand goes overhead. Inhaling, finding the length, lengthening through the neck. And exhaling, bending into the right elbow, letting the right shoulder fall towards the ground. Inhale, raise both hands to the sky. And exhale, arms in cactus, so bend at the elbows. Imagine you bringing the elbows down towards the hips as the chest lifts up high. Inhale, draw the hands in front of your navel to spine. Round through the shoulder blades. Exhale, draw the hands back in cactus, the elbows bend down towards the hips, the chest lifts. Inhale, rounding forward, hands come forward, navel to spine. Exhale, opening up. Inhale, closing. Exhale, opening up. And inhale, breathing into the back of the heart as you round through the shoulder blades. Exhale one more time. And inhale, bring the hands behind the sit bones now. So either side of the hips. As you inhale, lift the chest high, push into the fingertips, lift the gaze. And exhale, let's just stay here for a moment. So maybe closing your eyes again and feeling how this feels in the body. Inhale, arms up to the sky, look towards the fingertips. And exhale, draws the hands to the ground. Walk the hands forward. Lift the chest and sink down. Inhale, rise up, lengthen through the spine, let the chest lead the way as you exhale, sink down. Inhale, rising up, lengthening, maybe walking the hands further forward. And exhaling, sinking down. So feeling the sit bones still grounded. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, surrendering down. And inhaling, coming back to a nice straight spine. As we exhale, turn the navel in line with the right knee and sink over the right knee. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. And exhale, sink back down. So again, making sure both sit bones are grounded now. Your hips are not lifted. Inhaling, lengthening. And exhaling, surrendering. And inhaling all the way back up. The exhale draws the knee in line with the left, the belly button in line with the left knee. And exhale, surrender down. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen. Exhale, takes you down. So you should be able to feel the stretch all along the right side as you push the right sit bone down towards the ground. Maybe inhaling, lifting up, finding some more length, and exhale, sinking into that space. And inhaling, coming all the way back up to a straight spine, looking forward. As you exhale, draw the shoulder blades back in circles. So again, you can close your eyes here and just feel yourself releasing any tension that you're storing in these shoulders. Any stress. Often when we're stressed, we start to hunch forward, protecting our heart. So just winding these shoulders back, releasing all the heaviness that you're carrying. Maybe you can imagine all your stresses just floating away. And rolling them forward. And back to an upright position. Drop the ear towards the right shoulder. Bring the right hand on the side, left side of the head. And as you make the space between your left shoulder and the neck, okay, release the hand from the neck, circle the neck down until the left ear comes to the left shoulder, and then you can place the left hand near the right ear, creating a space between your right shoulder and the neck. And inhale, placing the hand back on the knee and looking upright. Bring both hands behind the head now as we pull the elbows in together, and then take the elbows down towards the navel. Bring your navel into your spine and around your shoulders as you bring the elbows towards the ground. Maybe you want to give yourself a slight neck massage here. And then inhaling, opening the elbows, bringing the elbows out to the side. As you lift your gaze up, the heart comes towards the ceiling, your gaze towards the ceiling. Let's stay here. Again, you can close the eyes if this is nice for you to turn your attention inwards and just focus on the sensations in the heart. So we're lifting out from the base from the lower spine. We're imagining that we're taking the breath all the way up, lifting the rib cage and lifting the chest towards the sky. To find more of a stretch here, let's just keep using the breath to inhale from the pubic bone, lifting up, lifting the chest, filling the sides of the ribs. And as you exhale, surrendering into the space you've created. And inhale, back to center. Hands on the knees. Round the shoulders back again, one last time. And bring the knee, again, the navel again in line with the right knee. Push your hands into the knees. We do our Sufi Grind. We want to inhale, bring the navel towards the knee. Bring the chest forward. And then the navel towards the left knee. And as we exhale, we push onto the knees with our hands, round through the shoulders, navel to spine. Inhaling forward. And exhaling back. So traveling at your own rhythm of breath now. And let's change direction. So take an inhale first. And then as we exhale, we're going to navel to spine, round the shoulder blades. Inhaling, bringing the chest forward. Exhaling back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. And this time as you inhale, you can kind of take the rhythm of the swirl all the way up to a more upright position. Let's place the hands onto the shoulders now, elbows in line with the shoulders. Close the eyes and concentrate on the space between the eyebrows. We're going to exhale to the left and then we're going to inhale to the right. And these are going to be in and out through the nose. And you can move as fast as you like now here. We're moving all the energy from the root up to the crown of the head. So closing the eyes, concentrating on the space between the eyebrows. Exhale to left, inhale to right. And now the chest to center. Keep the eyes closed, place the hands on the knee. Keep looking at the place between the eyebrows, the third eye, as you observe the energy that travels the spinal column. And slowly open the eyes. Okay, let's make our way onto all fours. So with our knees under our hips and our shoulders under our wrists, we're going to inhale and sweep the left hand to the sky. Look towards the left hand. And as you exhale, bring the hand underneath the right hand and bring the cheek to the ground. walk the right hand further up towards the top of the mat. Push into the fingertips. You can keep the right hand here, or you can bring the right hand behind the hips, behind the sit bones, and then grab hold of the inner thigh and the left leg. Inhaling and bring the right hand back down towards the face, and sweeping the left hand back up towards the sky. As you exhale, place the left hand down under the left shoulder. Then bringing your right foot out to the side so it's in line with the left knee. Walk the hands in a little bit so you can come up upright, and then lift the hands to the sky. Placing the right hand on the outer right thigh, and then stretching over to the right. Inhale, reach both hands to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the left hand down in line with the left knee. Push into the right foot and draw the right arm overhead. So just supported side plank now. Inhale, making your way back up to an upright position, and then bringing your right foot in front of you. Okay, so you're going to be in a lunge position now. Keeping the knee and the heel in line, push your left hip forward and bring your right hip back. You should be able to feel the stretch in your left hip flexor. Placing your right hand on your hip and reaching your left hand up to the sky. And then bringing both hands to the ground and bring the sit bones onto the heel. Inhale and lift the chest, and exhale, sink down. Inhale, coming forward onto the front foot and bring both hands around the front foot. Okay, now you might want to walk the foot further forward so that you can sink the hips down towards the ground. Inhale and lift the chest, look up. Exhale, pushing to the fingertips, navel to spine, and round through the shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, pushing to the fingertips, navel to spine, around the shoulders. Inhale, looking up one more time, and then walk the right foot out to the side as you bring your right hand inside into your lizard pose. So drawing the heel towards the knee now to firm up the legs. Keeping everything hooked in tight to the midline so your right knee is hooked into the shoulder, it's not flipping out to the side. Let's tuck the back toes under, push into the hands and lift the back knee up. Keep the back leg super strong, push out through the heel. Draw the left hip forward and the right hip back. We'll hold for 3, 2, and 1. And exhale, bring the knee to the ground. Take the hips back again so you're in like a lizard half split. As the sit bones come down towards the heel. Inhale, coming forward, opening the chest, looking up, and exhale, taking it back. Now again, you can close your eyes here and do this in the rhythm of your breath. As you inhale, come forward. As you exhale, bow back down, surrendering. One more time, inhaling forward, and exhaling back. Inhaling, coming forward. Let's adjust our arms now as we can bring our hand to the other side of the right foot. Walk the left foot back in. Push into the fingertips. Lift the back knee and then walk the back foot to the front foot. Bend the knees. Take hold of each elbow and relax the head. In this ragdoll position now, imagine that the spine, the lower back is lengthening as everything, all the weight falls off the back onto the floor. You can budge left and right. And inhale, bring your hands onto your shin, lift the chest, look forward, lengthen the spine, legs are nice and straight now. Maybe you're really up high, you don't have to round the back at this point. Taking a few more breaths here. So as you inhale, feel the breath travel from the base, lifting into the chest, filling up the sides of the chest. And as you exhale, sending the breath back down. One more time, inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to forward fold. This time we keep the legs straight. Drop the head towards the ground. And then inhale, we're going to round all the way up. So navel to spine. Belly button, the chest and the chin is the last to rise in your Tadasana. So finding your Tadasana now, you can either have your big toes together and heels apart, or you can have your feet under your hips, however feels best for you. Bend into the knees, find some buoyancy, find some space in the pelvic bowl, okay? So lift up the toes, try to place the big toe down and the little toe down. This lifts the arch, and then place the toes down, but keep the arch of the foot lifted. Inhaling, pushing into the feet, drawing the energy up the legs like straws. The kneecaps lift, the quads are engaged, navel to spine. Reach out through the crown of the head. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders. Arms by the side. And closing the eyes. This is your position of presence. Maybe feeling into the body, does it feel different on one side to the other? We've only done one side so far. Can you notice the difference in the body? And inhale, sweep the hands to the sky and look towards the fingertips. As you exhale, forward fold down. Bend your knees to bring your hands to the ground. And take your left foot back and your right foot back and come down into all fours. Again, inhale, sweep the right hand to the sky. And exhale, bring the right hand under the left as the cheek comes down to the ground. Walk the left hand forward, pushing into the fingertips here. Or bring the left hand behind the body and take hold of the inner right thigh. Inhaling and draw the left hand back towards the face on the ground and sweep the right hand back up to the sky. As you exhale, both hands come down to the ground. Bring the left foot out to the side, walk the hands in, and inhale, raise the hands to the sky. As you exhale, bring the left hand onto the left thigh and the right hand goes overhead. Inhale, draws both hands back up to the sky, gaze lifts. And exhale, brings the right hand to the ground in line with the right knee, and the left hand goes overhead into this supported side plank. So feeling, pushing into the left foot. Feeling the abdomen engaged, pelvic floor lifted. And inhaling, coming back to an upright position. As you bring the left foot forward, so the left ankle and knee are in line, and the left knee, the right hip are in line. Push the right hip forward, take the left hip back. It's kind of like you're magnetising your heel and your knee towards each other, and you should feel the stretch in this right hip flexor. Place the left hand on the knee and draw the right hand up to the sky. And then bring both hands around the front foot. Walk the foot further forward. Bring the hands further forward maybe, and dip the hips down. So here we're again magnetising the front heel and the back knee towards each other. Exhaling takes the hips down towards the back heel. Sit bones come down. Inhaling, lift the chest and find space. And exhale, sink you further down. Inhale, rises you back up. Bring the left hand inside the left foot. Keep the left knee into the left shoulder. In your lizard, you can sink the hips down to the ground. Again, keeping everything drawn into the midline. Drawing, magnetising that heel and knee towards each other. Tuck the back toes under, lift the right leg, push out through the heel, keeping stable and strong. Bring the right hip forward, the left hip back. And the knee comes back down to the ground, taking the hips back and bowing down as you exhale. Inhale draws you forward, opening the chest. Exhale sinks you back, the hips come back as you bow the head. Inhale draws you forward. One last time, exhale taking you back. Inhale draws you forward. And bringing the left hand on the outside of the left foot now. Coming onto the fingertips, tucking the back toes, and bringing the left foot beside the right, bending into the knees, taking hold of each elbow. Allowing the awareness to really concentrate on the breath. And inhaling, rounding all the way to standing. Rolling the shoulders back into your Tadasana. Feeling your Tadasana again for the moment, so picking up the toes. Big toe goes down, little toe goes down. Lifting the inner arches of the feet as the other feet go down. Inhaling into the feet, drawing the energy up the legs, reaching out through the crown of the head. And exhaling. Connecting with the earth. Inhale, roll the hands to the sky, look towards the fingertips, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straightening the spine, straightening the legs, shoulders back. Exhale, hands to the ground, bend the knees, right foot steps back, left foot steps back. Bring the knees to the ground, bring the chest to the ground in between the thumbs and the chin. Bring the feet flat to the ground. As you inhale, push into the hands, lift the chest. Roll the pelvis down and lift the chest high, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, bring the sit bones back towards the hips, but push into the toes, lift the knees and take the hips high to the sky. Keep a really good generous bend in these knees now. As you focus on the position of your hands, you want to make sure that the space between your thumb and your first finger is really grounded into the mat. The eyes of the elbows are looking forward. navel to spine. Push the ground away from you. Lengthen the sacrum towards the sky. And maybe you can start to bring the heels down into your downward dog. This is a very strenuous pose. So concentrating again on drawing the breath from the pubis, filling the sides of the chest, lifting the chest, and exhaling all the way back out. And then bringing the knees to the ground and coming to sit on the heels, so feet come flat, sitting on the heels. Inhale, sweep the hands to the sky. And exhale, bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, place the hands on the sacrum. Inhale, draw the elbows together. And as you exhale, bring the hands down towards the ground as you lift your chest high. So inhale, create the space in the lower back as you lift up the chest. Exhaling opens. And the next exhale brings the forehead to the ground, just around the space where the knees are. And lift the sit bones up and let the hands drop towards the floor. Inhaling, the sit bones come down. Then rise up slowly and release the hands. Inhaling, standing up on the knees, raise the hands to the sky. As you exhale, stick the bum out and bring the hands onto the bum, onto the sacrum. Inhaling, draw the breath from the base as you push the pelvic forward, lift up through the lower back, lifting the chest high. And the exhale takes the hips forward and lets the gaze go back. And slowly the sit bones come down. Then the belly button rises, the shoulders, and finally the head. Place the hands on the thighs, hands facing towards the sky. Close the eyes, feeling to the energy that you've created with the heart opener. Inhale, draw the hands to the sky, look towards the fingertips. And exhale, with the hands in prayer, bring the hands down to the ground. Place the forehead onto the hands. Relax the shoulders. Maybe spending this time to try and think of things that you are grateful for. At times of extreme stress, it's difficult to have this attitude of gratitude or to access this gratitude. At stressful times, it may be the time when you feel the most disconnected from your beingness. And so just surrendering and acknowledging that you may be in a difficult time, but this will pass. And your connection is always there, even if you can't feel it. And inhaling, rising up into all fours. Bringing the knees under the hips. Inhaling, tailbone high to the sky, belly drops down, look forward. Exhaling, navel to spine, tuck the tailbone, look between the knees. Inhaling, tailbone up, belly drops down, looking forward as you pull the heart between the shoulders. Pull the hands back towards the knees. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, navel to spine, and look between the knees. So inhaling, the tailbone goes up, belly drops down, the heart comes forward as you imagine drawing the hands back towards the knees. And exhaling, rounding. Returning to a neutral spine, walk the hands forward and let the chest sink towards the ground. So as we do this, we want to imagine we're widening the sit bones, navel to spine, so the abdomen's engaged and the chest can slowly sink down. Maybe coming onto the forehead. And if you have space, you can come onto the nose or the chin. So, being aware now of this spreading of the sit bones, the movement of the breath. And lifting the chest up as you push into the forearms, bring the chest forward, and maybe you can weight this down as the pelvis comes down. And the feet are flat on the mat, so push the pinky toes in, draw the ankles together. Keep the shoulders above the elbows, and imagine again that you're clawing the mat, so the elbows are moving towards the back of the mat, and the heart is coming through the shoulders are moving to the back of the mat. The kneecaps are lifted, the legs are strong, pinky toes grounded. So push the back of the head back as you squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then draw the shoulder blades down towards the hips. For a long time I had no awareness in this part of my body, and I've recently gathered more awareness. And that's the goal of yoga, is to bring awareness into every part of the body. And then exhale, bring the forehead down to the ground, open the hands wider than the mat, rest on the fingertips, elbows above wrists. Inhale, draw the chest up high, and then exhale, sink back down. So again, with the pinky toes pushed in, inner ankles hugging together. Inhale, rising up, and exhale, sinking down. Do 2 more of these at the rhythm of your breath. So on this last one, inhale, rising up. And then as you exhale, I want you to push the back of your head back. Draw the shoulder blades together and take the shoulder blades down towards the hips, keeping the legs strong. Abdomen's engaged. And exhaling all the way down. Placing the hands beside the breast, tuck the toes under, push into the hands and bring the hips back towards the heels. As you inhale, push into the hands, round the navel to spine and the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, tailbone goes up, belly drops down, and the sit bones come towards the heels. Inhaling, rolling forward into your cat shape, the round spine. And exhaling, taking it back. Place the feet flat on the mat, draw the hands together in prayer, and then rest the forehead, maybe in between the third eye, on the thumbs. And then inhaling, coming up to a seated position, Bring the heels to the side, bring the legs forward. Placing the hands beside the hips. Push out through the heels, thighs grounded down. Inhale and reach out through the crown of the head. The abdomen's engaged as we imagine we're creating space between every vertebrae. Maybe there's a rope attached to the top of the head, which is lengthening the back of the neck. Inhale, sweep the hands to the sky. Look towards the fingertips and exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you place your hands on your shins, lift your chest up high, lengthen, and exhale, surrender down. So you can take the corners of your feet, you can keep your hands wherever you like here. And inhaling, rising up, bringing the hands behind the bum, let the feet go flat. Exhaling here. Inhale, push into the feet and lift the sit bones, so you're making a table with the body. As you exhale, you can release the head and open the throat as you look back. So trying to keep this nice straight line. If your bum's further down, pushing up. And the next exhale draws your sit bones towards your heels, so you can feel a stretch into the shoulders. So maybe you can't get all the way to your heels because of your shoulders, so feel where is a challenging but not painful position. And inhale, pushing into the feet, lifting the sit bones back between the hands. Draw the feet in towards the pelvis, so the feet to touch in Baddha Konasana, taking hold of the pinky toes pushed together, opening up the big toes like your feet are a book. Inhale, reach out through the crown of the head, and then exhale, forward fold. So keeping a straight spine at first. As we inhale, we lift the chest, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. This time as you exhale, draw it, tuck your chin in, and we're going to round the spine all the way down, navel to spine, rounding the shoulder blades, and bring the head towards the feet. Inhaling, rising back up, drawing the knees together. I need to scoot further down on the mat. Hold on to the knees and then abdomen engaged. We're going to slowly come down to our back. It's on the mat. Opening the arms into a T shape, lifting the feet so the shins are parallel to the ground. As you exhale, let the knees sink towards the right side as you look towards the left. Inhaling and lifting the knees back to centre. Exhaling, taking the knees to the left as you look towards the right, so keeping both shoulders grounded. Enjoying this gentle spinal twist. And inhaling, drawing both knees back in towards the chest now. Bring the hands around the knees. Bring the head towards the knees, making yourself into a tiny ball. And exhale, releasing the shoulders, the head, the arms to the ground, the feet lengthening out to the very bottom of the mat for your savasana. Allow your breath to return to its normal, natural rhythm. Release anything you're still holding on to. Feeling into the body now. Maybe you can imagine there's a nice warm liquid entering the body through the toes, and just relax the toes, relax the ankles, the soles of the feet. As this warm liquid travels and relaxes the calves, the backs of the knees and the thighs, as the legs become heavy on the mat. Relaxing all the knees above the knees, the quadriceps, completely relaxing as you give yourself permission to let go. Feel into the energy in the pubic region, or the sensations. If you can feel this buzzing electricity there, maybe in the fingers or the toes even. Just allow this to travel now, relaxing the abdomen. And maybe the exhale is becoming longer than the inhale. Maybe you're imagining that with every exhale you can just let go. And it's almost as if with every exhale you just relax to deeper levels than you've ever been before. Relaxing the shoulders. This warm energy travels all the way down the arms, past the elbows, the wrists, very tips of the fingers. The arms becoming limp now and heavy on the mat. It travels back up to the shoulders, just relaxing all the muscles around the shoulders and spreading down the back. Relaxing every muscle, tissue and fibre as it spreads across the back now and all the way back down to the sacrum, the lower back. Relaxing the buttocks. It spreads all the way back up to the throat. The tongue becoming heavy at the back of the mouth. Relaxing all the way to the very back teeth. All the tiny muscles around the mouth, the nose, completely relaxed. All the tiny muscles around the eyes, through the eyes. As this warm sensation travels up to the space between the eyebrows, into the very crown, the top of the head. As you allow yourself to enjoy this space of relaxation, of beingness. Releasing all stresses. And after you finish Shavasana, only taking with you what you need, what's serving you. Allowing yourself to see with more clarity. And trusting that you're capable. Namaste, and thank you for practicing with me. Please like and subscribe if you like this content, and please do enjoy the rest of your Shavasana.